Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Boter Plays Something. We are playing Coffee Talk 2, Hibiscus, and Butterfly, and in the cafe tonight, we are seeing some of our friends off on a grand journey and getting some tantalizing hints about the barista's backstory. I'm Boter. Let's play something. Friday, September 29th, 2023. Evening whispers. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? At least it's pretty. Researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. Come on, man. Dwarfira Tech teams up with Golomix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Ooh, that's fun. Why are we focused here on the teddy bear? Hi, Baileys. Hey. Knock knock, anyone there? Oh, Mr. Baileys, hi. I'm sorry I didn't hear you come in. How you doing tonight? I'm alright. You look pretty distracted. Yeah, sorry, looking at my phone. Yup. We'll schedule. I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take that for granted. Aww. Penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was pondering the hidden side of things, how different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one exactly what they appear to be. Funny. I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. It's not like that. It's not easy to get to know someone. I don't remember Bailey's voice at all. I'm just winging it. Even if that's someone's yourself. Especially if that's someone's yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. It's been in my mind a lot the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Ms. Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think about it. That sounds ominous. No, not like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. We've been through so much, there's no walking back in our relationship now. Sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space and figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. You made any progress on that front? You want the short version or the long version? I mean, I'm always here for the full story. Alright. I'm gonna tell you everything. But I should probably order first. Sure thing, what can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy, anything warm will do. So, anything, really. Makes sense. How about some herbal tea then? Come on, I was gonna give him hot chocolate. Nobody's gotten a hot chocolate all goddamn game! Hibiscus Butterfly pea? Yeah, it sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Dreamin' Blue. Here you go. Hope you like it. Thanks, Boter. This is so nice. And it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people. You think, a place this cold and rainy would have chocolate all the time, as cold and rainy would have hot chocolate all the time. I know, right? I've got hot chocolate and nobody orders it. Meh. It's the only thing I like that's served here. In the end, they're just a bunch of random people, and we don't have very much in common. It's good that you learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so, too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Boter. Oh, I was hoping there would be like one family member that he would be able to reach out to and that would love him anyway and would show up to the wedding. Oh, Bailey's. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yeah, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents, no matter who they are, how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up in a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting. Except when my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, you know. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel. She went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She'd keep me company, bring me a cup of herbal tea with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. That was actually needing to take a breath to study myself, by the way. That's good voice acting, and that's uncontrollable empathy. She truly was the best of them, until she got sick. No, how'd it happen? I thought elves don't get sick. See, that's part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds, but they do get the big bad diseases like everyone else. It's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything's fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. Thank you for the hydrate redemption, Grifkuba. I did manage to visit her, and she put out a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been little consolation, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to be with her. To think I came so close to being trapped with those people. Pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm sure she would be. Thanks, Boter. Here you are, letting me blab on again. Hey, that's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... Oh, hey Silver. And Amanda. Good evening. Hi, Boter. And hi... I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda? We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you... Lua told me who she ran into a week or two ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly! Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013% probability. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we were wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring? Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Alright. Sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You were about to order, Amanda? Hold on. Like... wonder it's because, like, in some mythologies, like a nymph or a dryad or a forest spirit are birthed from a place. a minor god of the woods would appear simply because there are woods there, and would be created by the spirituality of the place. So maybe it's being implied that I am a spirit of the coffee shop, or at least born from another coffee shop. You were about to order, Amanda. We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. Sounds like there's a story there. But first tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's a great time to get creative then. Yes! Take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Shit. Okay, well, chocolate. Oh, damn it, I don't remember what we've served. Okay. Was this Galaxy Mint Tea? One of these was something that... I could just go with chocolate, chocolate, chocolate to be safe. Maybe someone could do Coffee Talk as a freeform RPG. Just PCs sitting down for a cup of coffee or a drink, discuss their backstories. Oh, absolutely. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does! It is at least 56.941% different from anything else we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted! According to our calculations, this is our 39,846 new experience since arriving to Earth. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. And this one? This one is in the 99th percentile of significance. That's good or bad? She means it is very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place, and we will miss it. That's... Don't mind me getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble? That one was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things, even after his second visit here. The scariest thing was when he came by to my cafe. Or what he thought was my cafe. I really feared he was onto us, but... apparently he just enjoyed the chat we had here the other night. Or that's what he said anyway. I don't know if that was true, but when he saw the cafe wasn't open yet, he ended up leaving and hasn't shown up since. That's a relief. How I Met Your Ancestor. Complete Silver's good story arc. Yes, we have thought on it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You've really gotten the hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? What does that achievement mean? No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research, but it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a, you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns, deep-level communication in hive versus non-hive species. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda always was the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, And during this entire process when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great, but I'm curious, doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does, and it does not. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess, but it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is a part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time. And even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It's a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? Definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered, too. I'm lucky I have good friends who reminded me of that. So does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, heck with it, I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but... Boter, I'd like to invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Yes! Good! That's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We'd gotten bogged down in the details and in our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I'm very touched, Mr. Baileys. Aw, come on, Boter. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Special invitation card for a certain someone. Oh, look at that little card. Okay, that's for Hyde. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing how that's his obvious +1. Do you give it to him when you see him? It'd be an honor. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? A party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant. And a 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Baileys, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? That's more sudden than I expected. You going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We're going on an adventure. That sounds exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. Maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling. Which is in essence circular reasoning. It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. It's traveling with the purpose of enjoying the places you're traveling through or to. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things. To enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment as a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid I wouldn't be able to blend in. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Boter, that I always have a place to return to where I'll feel home, well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. I think I should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? I'd like to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure, but I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing with an adventurous kick? Yes, that's exactly right. Well, some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun. I'd love that. Hot chocolate with sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Chocolate. honey. My preferred spice is always cinnamon. They probably want ginger, but I don't care. Honey, cinnamon, chocolate. Let's trash it. Let's try it with ginger instead, see if it's got a specific name. Chocolate, honey, ginger. $2.99. Just throw all the Spice Girls in there. 792 458. That's the speed of light in meters per second. Assuming those are commas and not periods. Here is a 299-792-458 for a Lightspeed Traveler. Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous. Evocative? Yes, it is the speed of light, not evocative of great adventures. Speed of light. Wow, way to target your audience, Boter. Thank you. Do you like the taste, Silver? I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda. How does a taste remind you of us? I guess he's saying that you're sweet but with a strong character as well. That's about right. We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased. Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you come here, I'll make you this drink. I'd like that. Thank you, Boter. What the hell was that? Careful there, you don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much. You're right. I'm just so excited, I can barely sit still. I can imagine, a first trip across the country is a big deal. Are we not going to talk about that earthquake that just hit? It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. Really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Yay for SI units! Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person with a secret society and an alien background. Well, it's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%. Well, hold on. Amanda, you met Pearl and talked about movies? Now she's joining the two of you on a holiday? How did any of that happen? We watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the face. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on our first date. Wow, that's very brave. Hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances to reveal something so vulnerable to someone that you just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. You were very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I've always felt safe here with all the regulars, I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. I wish Amanda had like a sci-fi communicator sitting here. You know, they've all got phones. Well, I will say that if she'd heard your story and that changed how she viewed you, she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is... For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving. Especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are, and the way they're acting. And it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you. You two are a really sweet family. So are you and Ms. Lua, Mr. Baileys. True, chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.99% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must go pack. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack, while she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely, this is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you tell us all about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night to you two, then. Hasta la vista, strangers. Huh? Orc westerns. Bye to you too. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, Boter. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps whether we'd like it? We'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that'd be a better fit. I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding, so this is perfect. It's settled then. Gotta have the wedding itself here. Please. I was worried you wanted me to, like, bartend at your wedding somewhere else. Lua's gonna be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm gonna go tell her right now. That's an exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Boter. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. More like guardian hive mind. Oh, good night, Mr. Baileys. I am 100%... Oh, are you explaining when I look up recipes and calling that hive mind?